Do any of you support the war in Iraq, or did you ever support the war in Iraq? What do you think of it?
It's coming out, I can see it.
Sarah?
I will always, always, always support our troops. I don't think there's ever any not to support them. They're over there, they're giving their lives.
Hear, hear.
I absolutely support them. We did not need to be over there for any reason. I do not know where the weapons of mass destruction are in Iraq. I don't know. I honestly think this was President Bush finishing up his father's war. And I don't think we needed to be over there right now. I really don't. I don't think that's where our major threats were. I really don't. I think it was Afghanistan. I really do. And going after Saddam Hussein, a horrible, despicable man. I will not say anything. There's no redeeming qualities there. Our focus should have been on bin Laden and keeping that focus on bin Laden. Afghanistan is very dangerous right now. Did we need to go over to Iraq in the first place? No.
Do you think we should be in Afghanistan?
War is never good. War is never good. I mean, but I completely understand where they were going when they were saying, okay, we need to go to Afghanistan, we need to find Osama bin Laden, yada, yada, yada. Okay, yeah, I completely understand that. And right now there's a lot of things going on. But the thing is, at this point overall with this country, we need to stop worrying about every place else in the world and get back home. Bring the boys home. Because I don't know, I mean, every day you look on the news and all you're seeing is casualties, 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 casualties. And yes, some of these people that they are liberating and that they're helping and everything else, but then you see a mother with like 5 children who has a car bomb and she's dying for her cause. And she's killing our men. And we're over there trying to help these people. And the way I feel is if they don't want it, we need to get out. We need to get out.
I don't think we can relax the war on terror at all. However, I don't think the war on terror is being fought in, Iraq. And we're talking about Pakistan. We're talking about Afghanistan. We're even talking about Russia, the former Soviet Union. We're talking about terror all over this world. And my husband's a combat wounded Vietnam veteran, and my brother was awarded the Bronze Star for service in Vietnam. So we back here protested the war, and we protested the men who were fighting in it, and we will never, ever forgive ourselves for that as a nation. So we don't ever want to make that mistake again by not supporting our troops, many of whom are there because they want to be there. Most of whom are there because, but I have a problem with the Halliburton type companies making billions of dollars providing services to our troops. The military system in this country is not like it used to be. It wasn't the same system as it was during World War II. Times have changed. Mm-hmm. Now we have contractors providing services. They are costing us billions. And there's shoddy workmanship, shoddy materials, there's, their budget-busting tactics. There are a whole bunch of other ramifications that go along with the war in Iraq, and we don't know about those. We don't know about those. The immediate concern is our men and women, and I have an ex-son-in-law in Afghanistan right now. I have a nephew who was there 3 times. So, and he just still doesn't talk about it. He doesn't talk about it. Don't talk about it. He doesn't want to discuss it. So there's so many unanswered questions in Iraq. I personally, I will go out and get drunk, and I haven't been drunk since 1973. I will personally go out and get drunk when the troops come home. Absolutely, when the troops come home, because they need to come home. And the second concern I have is that should we have an emergency on American soil of whatever caliber? We had the natural disaster with Hurricane Katrina and so on and so forth. We have so many troops deployed elsewhere, many of whom are National Guard. What do we do if something happens in this country when we need massive amounts of military support for one reason or another? Where are we going to get that support if our troops are deployed elsewhere?
We lost somebody
Absolutely.
already.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We need to bring them home, and not under a white flag of surrender. That is offensive to me when they say that. Our soldiers are not disrespected by being brought home. They don't have to wait there and die until we have achieved whatever they see as victory. There will be no victory for us there. We need to come home, and we need to bring them home as soon as possible in a controlled, careful manner. I don't know how to do that,
Exactly,
but I'm hoping
we
they
can't
do.
abandon them, you know,
But
we
we
can't
can't
leave
leave them
3 people
there
there and
waiting
bring
for
everybody
victory.
else back. It's gotta be in such a way that whomever we
Right.
leave, that we don't leave them
But the sooner the better.
with no defenses, you know, and then the thing of it is, you know, what is our objective? Because too many times this country has gone in and we've gotten to the point where we set people up for better things, for an opportunity at democracy, and then we just leave them. If you're going to leave them when they need us most, then we shouldn't go at all, because we've lost too much life for no reason.
But do we throw more lives
Right, we
after
shouldn't
those
have
have
gone at
already,
all.
have already been, you take a look at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington DC, and the design of the memorial is, our participation in the war is this big. Our participation in the war becomes this big, and then it dwindles off again. And we don't ever want to make the same mistakes in Vietnam. And we did leave Vietnam in a big hurry, but President Nixon, who I am not a fan, but he brought the war to an end. He brought our troops home. And Vietnam, guess who we're trading with now? Guess who our companies are locating to Vietnam. And
Absolutely.
Vietnam is under communist rule, by the way, is doing just fine. We didn't establish democracy there because they were unwilling. They are a communist dictatorship in Vietnam, and they're doing okay, and we're buying their products. How does that work? It ain't. Iraq's budget, Iraq is making money hand over fist with oil because world demand for oil is increasing daily. They're making lots of money. What's Iraq doing with the money? Well, we're spending American dollars over there. Maybe it's time for Iraq to own up and say, okay, show us what to do, and we're going to take our money and spend it, we're going to do it.
Yep.
So
We need to get our soldiers out as much as we can, and we can send in advisors, we
Sure.
can send in consultants, we can send
diplomats,
in aid,
absolutely. Yeah.
social services, we can send in a lot of things, and we do a lot of things well, but we are not going to win that war, and I
No.
would not want my sons over there, or myself. If I thought it was a just war, I would go, but it is not.